Okay people, this is himself and welcome to another Nina guide for Tekken 7 Season 3. In this video we're going to look at Betrayer. I'm going to show you setups, properties and a really dirty tactic that she has. So Betrayer is a 15 damage throw. The command is quarter circle back 1+4 and it can lead into a multi-throws. Now although the damage is low, what makes it stand out is that it's unbreakable. So really this is more like an unblockable high than it is a throw. The problem though is the lack of range. You're doing it at a backsway, so they have to be really close for you to land it. In the open, you have to get your opponent to just stand and block, and if you manage to do that, then you might have just enough time to catch them. To mix up the throw, the obvious option is quarter circle back 4. But the thing is, this move is -15 on block, which makes it seriously risky. Instead, what I'd go for is DF1+2. This is mid, safe and tracking. At the wall, it's a much better story. You're up close, they can't backdash, and Nina has all the right tools for pressuring. That makes it a much better place to use this, and later on I'm going to show you a wall combo setup. But what I really want to talk about is the dirty tactics that you can employ. As I already mentioned, Betrayer can lead into a multi-throws, and since they're all a 1 break or a 2 break, that's what people will mash. But if you don't do the follow up, you actually end up at +3, and since the animation for Betrayer is so short, they can accidentally end up doing wall standing 1 or wall standing 2, and because of that we can set up some nasty traps. One of them is elbow smash. This is a 12 frame throw, but it's also a 1+2 break, so anyone mashing 1 or 2 is just not going to break it. A slightly riskier but more rewarding option is DF2. This is a 15 frame launcher, so it can be interrupted, but any wall standing move slower than 13 frames is gonna get caught. However, my personal favourite is spear kick. This comes out in 14 frames and most characters don't have a fast wall standing 1 or wall standing 2, so when they mash those buttons this lands on count hits, and that puts us at +18, so we get a launch. The best way they can escape is to hold down and then mash 1 or 2. That way they potentially break the chain throws, or they get from crouching 1 or from crouching 2, and both of those will interrupt those options. To cover that, we can use DF4. This is 12 frames, so nothing should beat it. Now that's in the open, but at the wall we can make this dirty tactic even dirtier. What we do is we change our wall combo to this: DF32, DF1, Betrayer. What this does is it catches tech roll left and tech roll right. From there, if we don't do the chain throws, we can use those plus frames to set up flip toss. Just like elbow smash, this is 12 frames and a 1+2 break. But at the wall, they can't tech roll to reduce damage, and we get extra damage ourselves. However, the move I'd actually go for is back 222. This is a 12 frame counted combo, so anyone accidentally doing wall standing 1 or wall standing 2 is gonna get caught. Now obviously to beat both of those options, they can hold down and mash 1 or 2, but we can beat them with up forward 3. This will crush those and it's 14 frames, so even if they do wall standing 1 or wall standing 2, you'll often still beat them out. Now the giveaway of this setup is that DF1. Sharp players will see this, and if they faced the mix up before, what they'll do is tech roll and crouch or just not get up. But we have two options to cover that. The first is quarter circle forward 2, aka STFU. This will hit them no matter what they do if they don't tech roll, and if they do tech roll and it's to Nina's left, then you get a wall splat if they crouch, or you're safe if they just block it. The only problem is if they tech roll to Nina's right. In that case, STFU will whiff, but to cover that we have up forward 4. Just like STFU, this will hit them if they don't tech roll, and if they do tech roll to Nina's right, then you're at +3 if they crouch, or you're safe at -6 if they block. If they happen to tech roll to Nina's left, then up forward 4 will whiff. But what I also found is that up 4, not up forward 4, up 4 will actually catch both sides, so that's the one to go for. One last option here is quarter circle back 4. Now this is high risk because it's minus 15 on block, but it does have some pros. Firstly, it comes from back swipe, so it helps to disguise the betrayer. Secondly, it hits most options against people who don't tech roll. The only ones that get away are staying down and side running left. And thirdly, you get more damage against people who tech roll into a crouch. However, I'd only go for this under 2 conditions. Number 1, you have a hard read on them tech rolling into a crouch, and number 2, they don't have a 15 frame launcher. Outside of that, it's just too risky in my opinion. Putting all that together, I think this is a great tactic, but let me know in the comments what you think. Also, my next needed video will be on Poison Mist, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. Now on screen, you should be seeing links to my chain throws video, which you should definitely check out, and you should also watch my ivory cutter video because that gives you a great alternative wall combo. And if you can't click on those, then I've also listed them in the description, along with other videos that you might find useful.